Hey guys, welcome back. We are reacting to another episode of the Clone Wars. This is season 7, episode 4, 5? I think it's 5. It's called Gone with a Trace. Last time on the Clone Wars, what happened? Last time on the Clone Wars, they had successfully gotten Echo back, and they were kind of planning an assault on Trench's forces, so to speak, because there was a bunch of different battlefronts going on, and they believed if they could succeed on this one battle, that they'd be able to kind of turn the tides and win the rest of the fights as well. There is a whole bunch of like unease about whether or not Echo could be trusted. Like, is he on our side? Is he doing the right thing? Turns out he could be trusted. He was helping us the whole time. He leads all the droids to one place and shuts them all down. Mace Windu diffuses a bomb with his help. That was pretty cool. We got to see Obi-Wan kind of doing a little bit more than just being sassy. Anakin killed Trench. Like, we got to see some dark side vibes from Anakin, which was cool. Where he cuts his arms off and then stabs him in the chest, and you're like, what? And then just walks away. Like, it's an everyday thing. So that was, we're seeing him dip a little bit farther. Just a little bit farther. He's getting under there. Yeah, and then Echo left with Clone Force 99, so he's now part of the Bad Batch. And I don't think we'll be seeing them again. I think they dedicated, what, 4 episodes to them. I think that was good enough. And then now we're gonna, judging from the thumbnail of the episode, we're gonna see some of Ahsoka in this episode. That'll be pretty cool. If you didn't watch Rebels, this is probably the first time you'll have seen Ahsoka in a while. Fans who watched Rebels know that she came back and she had a whole fight with Darth Vader, and it was emotional and intense, but she's back in the Clone Wars. I don't remember if she made appearances like late after she left the Jedi. Like, how often was she in the series? I can't remember. It's been such a long time since I watched this show. And I've watched so many other shows that everything blends together. I don't remember if this is the first time fans will be seeing her again in the Clone Wars. If it is, that's pretty tight. But you know, I've seen her in Rebels, so I know she's alive. I know she's kicking. Got her 2 lightsabers. I think in Rebels they were white too, which was pretty dope. I wonder if they'll be white here. Either way, we're gonna jump in. Make sure you're subscribed to see more reactions, and make sure you leave a like on the video. That helps a ton. But otherwise, we're gonna jump right into this episode. So here we go. If there is no path before you, create your own.
Betrayal.
Sounds like something Wrecker would do.
Jedi Padawan Ahsoka Tano was wrongly accused of treason by the Jedi Council and hunted by the Grand Army of the Republic. Unable to reconcile her relationship with the Jedi Order, Ahsoka decided to walk away from the only life she had ever known.
Rip to her Jedi dreams.
What? No.
Breaks. Yo, that's some damage. They're gonna come after you. Ooh. Okay, Cal Kestis. How you doing? She's alive. They just retcon it and she dies right there.
That bike is trash.
Fair. She's a mechanic.
Trace.
You landed in the perfect spot.
Ahsoka.
fun luck. You happen to crash onto one of the best repair shops on 1313.
So, you're a mechanic? That I am.
1313.
And I know how to fix your bike.
Shout out to that canceled game.
I can fix my own bike.
You will
Down here,
fix
no
my
one does.
bike.
Come on.
I feel like I recognize that ship.
Freighter. Or at least it was.
Good eye. I'm turning it into something with a bit more speed. I think. Your space is over there.
Why do I recognize that ship?
Settle in. Thanks.
Am I just like
Too long.
seeing things
Time's
here?
money.
I don't know.
Why are you helping me?
How's it going down there? Need any help?
Not if you're gonna charge me.
Hey,
I don't know where you're.
I need to get out of here.
How much?
why? You running from something?
Maybe this was a bad idea. I don't know what I'm doing here.
Hey! What did I say? Look, you can stay here as long as you like. If you can pay me. What's with you?
I need money. She's just like, you know what? I'm sick of running. I guess I'll hang out here for a little bit.
No sense in keeping you here if you're gonna be miserable.
I appreciate the help. What's it gonna cost?
It's on the house.
For free.
I'm sure you have your problems up there with the Jedi running around, starting wars,
How
policing
dare you.
everything.
The Jedi didn't start the war.
Yeah, they didn't
They're
start
trying
crap.
to stop it.
Sure they are. Look, it doesn't really matter anyway.
They've forgotten all about us.
When you're a kid, you hear stories. I guess they're not what I thought they'd be.
Your sister said she was paying me today. Where is she?
Let me handle this.
Don't.
Where's my money?
I got it. Right here!
Oof. Straight clocked. Clocked again. That's not gonna fall off. There's no way. Well, now it will. Dang, she's just getting smoked.
On second thought, some
Yeah.
help would be great.
Help her. She's gonna use the force or just like, oof. Just stops it with her hands. God, she's good.
I think you want to leave now.
That's that Jedi training, boy. Gang, gang.
Where did you learn to fight
Where's
like
your
that?
lightsaber?
My older brother taught me.
Maybe you can teach me someday.
Come on. We gotta go.
My
to
older
Mrs.
brother taught me. That's sad. Annie.
Rafa, does that belong to you?
Not yet. Oh, Trace. What happened to your face?
Pintu came by to get paid. You weren't there. You plan on paying him?
I am.
Who is this interesting creature?
My name is Ahsoka.
Lovely name, Ahsoka.
Ahsoka, this is my sister, Rafa Martez.
How can I help you, my friend?
I've got 3 droids that need to be built. My business partner brokered a deal with Rafa Martez.
You're looking at her.
My associate does assembly in the back.
Who's your associate?
Don't worry about that yet. So, Trace, feel like building some droids?
Just make sure you affix the restraining bolt to that pile of moving parts before you punch the power cycle.
Got one right here.
Binary load lifter. Wait a minute. I do know this type of
droid. It's angry.
Are you alright?
Good thing you turned it off.
Well, good thing we put the restraining bolts on.
You didn't put it on that one though.
The bolt!
You knucklehead, what are you doing? Now everyone's gonna know you suck at building droids. Looks like the guy from Knack. Knack 2, baby. Greatest game of the generation. Yo, yeet.
You said demolition droid, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that thing's gonna break stuff now. That's the speeder she got? That looks like a construction vehicle.
Stop! It's really close. There, did you see it?
Yeah, right there.
It's headed straight for us.
You gonna break the speeder you just got too? Oh. He just likes breaking stuff. That was smart, I guess. Getting the speeder that can grab stuff. Maybe the construction vehicle was okay. When she first pulled up, I was like, what are you doing getting that? It's pretty quick. Tear that speeder bike apart.
Nothing to it. Oh no. This is a bad idea.
Yo, Ahsoka, what are you doing? You're a Jedi. You should easily be able to get this thing done. Ahsoka,
Just hit the blue button.
jump 50 feet in the air and press the button. It should not be hard for you. I mean, I know you probably want to stay a little low-key, but just, this thing is out of control.
Come on. Come on.
How funny would it be if those two pressed it? They're just like, ugh. Turn that crap off.
Oh no 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 no.
You're gonna save her with the Force? Or you're just gonna catch it with the thing? Come on. Come on. You're gonna have to pull a Cal Kestis and use the Force. You really just don't want to use the Force, huh? Doing everything possible not to use the Force. Break, break, break. Use the Force. Use the Force. Use the Force. Yes! Woo! Young Kit Fisto over there. The greatest Jedi of all time.
Why is this a discussion? We all know.
That you're new here. Trace, I'll do
His
the
family,
right thing.
but
I'll meet you at the
you're
water.
kind of a scumbag.
Do you ever get a say with Rafa?
She's my older sister. She doesn't always get it right, but I know she's trying to make things better for us.
At what cost?
Did you tell that guy about the droids?
Actually,
No, she
I
sold 'em.
charge the Twi'lek double.
You gave them back.
You said be smart. I used the credits to pay off Pintu. If I didn't get the credits for those droids, they were
I don't
gonna
believe
keep
you.
coming after us. Here's enough to buy new tools. That makes it worth it, right? Stick with me, Trace. One day, we'll have enough credits. Pintu will be coming to us for work.
It's a bold claim. Manipulating your sister, though.
Hey. Thanks for saving me out there.
You're welcome.
Now let's get that speeder working. Come on.
This was, at least Ahsoka didn't just like, she wasn't immediately thrust out into the cold like some of the Jedis that have been on the run. Like, you see in the comics, like, I mean, even in the game, Cal Kestis is, he's working as a construction worker, and he's not loving it. But Kanan Jarrus, he, in the comics, I think he like sleeps on the street for a little while. So at least Ahsoka has somewhat landed on her feet, which is good. Yeah. I think this was the first time we had seen her since Clone Wars, because it kind of went straight from the recap of her like walking away from Anakin and riding her speeder bike away to her crashing into this mechanics bay. So yeah, I wonder, for the people who haven't watched Rebels, what is it like to see her back again? And like, it's got to be cool, but it's interesting that she's still young. Like, she's, I mean, I guess she wouldn't be old, because most of the story isn't taking place like well in the future. This is pretty much all of it's taking place like within the time period, I guess. So she wouldn't be like super old in episode 3. So I guess that makes sense. I don't know what I was for some reason I was basing it off of Rebels, where she's like in her 20s at least. 20s or 30s. So I don't know why I was like expecting her to be old. Cool news. Apparently Rosario Dawson was cast as Ahsoka to play her in season 2 of The Mandalorian. That's pretty dope. I think that's an awesome casting choice. I wish I hadn't seen it though. I wish that I had never seen that headline, so that when she appears in the show, I could have been hyped out of my mind. That would have been so sick. But instead, I will know that it's happening. Sad day. But back to this episode. This was a nice little one-off episode. I wonder if she'll actually be moving on from this person, or if our new character will have a little bit more screen time coming up. It's dope to see Ahsoka back, but this was definitely a stereotypical like classic Clone Wars episode where they're, other than it being Ahsoka having just left the Jedi Order, like this was a very self-contained episode and doesn't have huge ramifications going forward, other than the fact that we know she's alive, we know she's safe, and she at least made one friend. So I like that. I don't know what's gonna happen next for her, and like how many episodes they're gonna focus on Ahsoka's like little thing. Probably like another 4 episodes, right? They did 4 for the Bad Batch, probably 3 or 4 more for Ahsoka. She might stay longer in this season because I mean, they got to set things up for when she kind of but like helps the Resistance in the future. She's got to get her double-bladed lightsabers, not double-bladed, but her 2 white lightsabers. I don't know if I forgot if she did something to her lightsabers that she had, like if she gave them back to Anakin, like she was just like, I'm done, take these, and she just doesn't have lightsabers anymore, so she might have to build new ones, or if she just like hid them somewhere. if she doesn't have them anymore, that would be cool and like a nice like emotional triumphant moment to see her rebuild lightsabers to use. And like right now she's kind of fully ditched her her Jedi persona. Like you could tell she was trying so hard throughout this entire episode not to use the Force. Like, I mean, she kind of used her like Jedi training acrobatic abilities to beat up those guys, and had that like heartbreaking moment where she's like, my brother taught me how to do this, which I believe she's talking about Anakin. Cause that sucks. Cause like you really, I mean, but you knew it was Padawan and Master, like there's a deep connection there, but when you know that she literally sees him as her older brother, like that makes that betrayal so much worse. And it makes Anakin's fall more believable, because you're like, it's not just, hey, like, you guys excommunicated and like hunted down my, you know, like my subordinate or my trainee or whatever, or even just my friend, but like you hunted down my little sister. Like, it makes Anakin's fall to the dark side much more believable. Which I Clone Wars is so good, like, at making you, like, you still hate that Anakin turned to the dark side, but you don't hate the execution of it as much, because you see through this whole process him just like constantly being let down by the Jedi Order, and it finally culminating. So and yeah, so she was trying real hard not to use the Force, not to really show that she's a Jedi at all, but like, you know, she wasn't gonna let that new friend die. So, but she tried every option possible, and when things just kept failing, she was like, fine, use the Force, save her. Although I don't think that girl saw her use the Force, so she doesn't fully know that she's a Jedi. I don't remember, I didn't pay attention to if the people that were around them in the immediate vicinity, if they ran away, so no one saw her do it, or if there were people that saw her use the Force. So what's gonna happen next? Yeah, I still don't know if she's gonna just like immediately ditch this girl. I mean, they still have to fix her speeder bike, so I think they'll start with that next episode where they're fixing it. I don't think she'll bail right away. Something will happen while they'll stick together for a little bit. Yeah, and then I want to see more Anakin, more Obi-Wan, more clones. Like, this was episode 5, so there's, what, like 7 episodes left? So probably, yeah, I mean, if they're going to do, they'll probably do three arcs of 4 episodes. So they had the first 4 as the Bad Batch. Probably next 4 will be Ahsoka. And then the last 4 will be like connecting and going in congruence with episode 3, the movie, to close it out. That would be pretty prime. Yeah, I don't know. Disney Plus is kind of killing it right now. They had The Mandalorian, Clone Wars now, although Falcon and Winter Soldier might get pushed back because of coronavirus, which would suck. But hopefully they could still get there. They had to reshoot a bunch of stuff. Hopefully they can get that done by the required time to have it air in August. But yeah, so we got what, 7 episodes left of this show. 7 weeks more of this show. Things are getting insane, boy. Insane in the membrane. Insane. Yeah, overall, I enjoyed the episode. It wasn't like a crazy memorable episode other than seeing Ahsoka again. In fact, if it wasn't seeing Ahsoka again, it was probably one of the lower tier episodes, but I still enjoyed it because it's Clone Wars. Yeah, but those droids reminded me of like the droids from, or the guy from Knack. And frick, what is another thing? I mean, I feel like Ratchet and Clank had some people that looked like that too. But yeah, that's all I got. I'll see you guys next week for episode 6. Be there, be square. See ya.